same old, but a bit changed.
A bit different.
Manchester United and Arsenal. I don't know. I feel like it seems like I've watched this game before. As you mentioned while we're watching the game, like the matches, the head-to-heads between Manchester United and Arsenal over the years have been a lot more cagey.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't been seeing like a lot of fluid football. Maybe it's because the teams have changed the identity. It's not what it was back then. Like now we have Arteta molding this sort of defensive team. Ruben Amorim, sort of that type of team, but more like expansive and all that. But like watching this game, bro, like it's so weird that both teams, both sets of fans can come out of this game like, yeah, we did one. Obviously, Man United, the result went against them, but Arsenal can also go out like, great defensive game. We played well. We executed our set piece, finished our chances. We limited Man United to like not so clear cut chances. Man U, we can also say we also had their number. We were in their box. We had some shots. We created a couple of chances. It's a weird game.
I think what I can say is the fact that we can come out of this game saying that I think Arsenal did a we could say they did a good job, but even if you watch the game, I feel like there were a lot of clear cut chances where Raya kind of had to at least like do something.
Yeah.
He needed to like, and even in most cases he was beaten to
Yeah.
goal. It was more like this I think it was the pole thingy, or, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, this feels like a really weird game, because you knew that, okay, it's Old Trafford, there's going to be a lot of energy, a lot of optimism, new signings, everyone is excited, everyone is ready, like, you know, and Villa, they were going to be up for it. And you know that with Amorim's system, it's very expansive, it's very dynamic, so obviously we're going to be running into space a lot of the time against Arsenal's high line, and the chances are coming, but you're like, ish,
Are we ever going to take
are we going to take them? And then now, and a lot of chances, this was more towards the middle part of the game where we're still in control, but now there's no one in the box. And I think that was probably where you can say Amorim kind of got it wrong from day one.
Yeah.
When we saw our phones, when he said, okay, the lineup, you're already seeing it saying, okay, that's a bit odd.
Yeah.
But you're saying, okay, I trust the gaffer. Whatever he's trying to do, clearly, obviously, Højlund, he's not in the squad. He's not in the plans for the future. So you're thinking, okay, fine. And then you watch the game and you're saying that you just play it. You've got a new striker. You've paid a lot of money for him.
Yeah.
Play him in the game. And I think most probably in that instance, he was probably a bit naive in the sense that he probably thought what we had with Mbeumo and Cunha and Mount constantly switching around and, you know, being, you know, would confuse them, that would work. And unfortunately, you know, it didn't, because, you know, we didn't score a goal. And I think that focal point was probably needed it definitely was, because I'm walking out of that game saying, you know what, fine, we didn't get the result, you know, which is unfortunate, but there's a lot of positive to look at. I'm saying Cunha's going to come good, Mbuemo's going to come good. I'm just saying, okay, fine, there you go. Patrick Dogu, I feel like he's almost there. He still needs a bit of polishing, but you can see something. But then you also say midfield, El Capitano. Amen. I don't know, that juice that you kind of expect from Bruno Fernandes, you probably didn't see it. I'd say this is probably the most quiet I've ever seen Bruno in a big game, like, because usually he shows up in these types of games. He's always involved. And I'd say today, maybe because again there's new people in those spaces that he used to exploit. Yeah. And now maybe I don't know, but, and you're just to the point where we were even saying that I probably think he could have needed a substitution at that point. Most that would have worked.
I think it should get to that point now with Bruno Fernandes. Also, we must think that he's 31, bro. We also need to manage his minutes of some sort. Maybe signing a midfielder wouldn't be a bad idea right now for the team, because Casemiro had to come off too. Not because he wasn't having a great game, but you're managing his minutes, you're managing his legs. You put on an Ugarte who...
Amen. What a cameo. What a cameo. Yo. And it's like, oh my word. You know, I'd say he's the one player that probably, I'd say Højlund his stock was probably added to lowest in the fan base. He's gone now. Ugarte is he's now automatically inherited as just like the one player that is really, everyone just kind of says, what Anthony used to be once upon
Yeah.
a time. That's what Ugarte is. I
Just
think
want him gone now. But
you're just saying that, you know what, like you see him coming on, you're just saying shame. You feel for Kobe Mainu. You feel that, you know what, you're trying to tell me that he couldn't have done something. He couldn't have made something out of this game. I don't know.
I don't know, and I also want to speak about Arsenal. Obviously, they got the goal through a set piece. Altai Bayinda. He should have been stronger in the.
He's so big. He's so tall, but he literally like stands there as if like, you know what I mean. Like the way that he kind of parried the ball. He didn't seem like someone who was. Obviously, I think there was controversy. People, I think
Saliba was there.
Saliba was there. So obviously, people are saying, you know, he was pulling on Mount, and he was leaning on. So, but at the end of the day, I think this is unfortunately that thing where just like any ball into the box with him specifically, you always have to just say, I don't know what's gonna happen from here, and that's exactly what you saw. It just did not look. I don't know, man. It was disappointing. Really, it was disappointing.
But that just shows that Arsenal's set piece tactics seems like they've knocked them down to a T now.
Yeah.
But I think their defenders were their defense was the best. Had most of their best players.
Yeah.
Saka was ineffective in this game.
Massively.
I feel like Dallo and Dorku, they managed to like get a hold of him, and the big man, the big money signing Victor Gyökeres, he didn't get a lot of chances to show his quality, but when he did, oh man, that wasn't really good.
I think you know what, he'll grow into the league. I'm obviously we're bantering because, you know, that's just the nature of it, but I think good players, they will be able. He's played in England before, so he knows how to get. Obviously, maybe now it's just kind of thing of just getting, because just those kind of, because he didn't look sharp.
Yeah,
he didn't look like his best. This is someone that has played in the Champions League, so he knows how to play in different environments. But you could still tell that obviously he's still growing a bit more in the league, understanding where he needs to be, because I think he was fairly anonymous, to be honest. That front line, to be fair, was quite anonymous.
Odegaard, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I want to speak on Odegaard because it seems like there's a change in his. We mentioned it in our preview that there's going to be a change in his role.
Yeah.
And it seems like he was the one who had the most touches around the 18-yard box for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Not so much in the deeper phase of the game, in the center of the midfield, because it seems like Zubimendi had that covered.
Yeah.
Rice also was anonymous in the game. But overall, I feel like, like we mentioned in the beginning, like both sets of fans can come out and say we had positives in this game.
I think for Arsenal, the positive is that they were under it. First game against a very game United.
Yeah.
Who you think there's a lot of optimism at Old Trafford, new training facility, everything looks, new signings, everyone seems like they want to go for it. Get the W. Doesn't matter how you do it, just get the W. I don't think, I'm looking at a lot of people saying, we had 22 shots, we had this, which is positive in the sense of for United, but in the overall scheme of things, I think Arsenal will be the happier of the two. I don't think they'll look at we didn't look that great, because it's the first game of the season. And I think, unfortunately, there's always going to be those two top 6 teams that play on the first game.
Yeah.
And one of the two is going to walk out the happy unless it's a draw. And I think this game, I feel like it would have been, had it gone our way, I probably feel like we would have at least gotten the result, maybe, depending on how we would have done defensively. If Arsenal had opened themselves up, maybe, I don't know how that would have went, but I think overall, I think Arsenal will be happier. We will look at this and say, you know what, let's see, because we could say, good job, and then next week it could be. So I think it's more just a case of new signings look good, but still a lot of improvement left. Yeah, if I'm being honest.
And thoughts on the coach, Ruben Amorim?
I think again, obviously, can I just say, this formation that he's implemented has needed us to not sacrifice, but really change a lot.
Yeah.
So that we're able to fully, cater to it. So, it's like all chips are off now. Like, there's no, maneuvering. Like, this is your way. And so far, I'd say there's a lot of good things that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
But I think even his decision-making, sometimes he kind of does show that he's still a young manager. Yes, he's won trophies. I mean, he understands what it is to win. He understands the game. But again, you're just thinking certain decisions, man. if you see that your team needs a focal point, get him on the pitch.
Yeah.
Get him on the pitch immediately. Get him playing there. Even if maybe he's not gonna be imposing, at least he's gonna attract bodies. You know, that's what I'm saying when I'm seeing this game, and I'm saying all those opportunities where Mbeumo was on that half space, and he was just kind of saying, where can I shoot it? When Dogo's running into space and like there's no one there, you're thinking that could have been something.
That could have been something.
So I'd say for him, he's going to be the manager for the foreseeable future. I don't see him leaving the job. I think the board backs him. I'm going to back him.
Yeah.
And let's just see how it goes.
Arteta, I feel like you'll be saying, job well done, boys. Attack, obviously, you need to like get your like sharpness up. But obviously, they've set up defensively. They knew that we were going to come at them.
Thanks.
And they got the dub.
They did.
Yeah. So
quick question before we go.
Yeah.
Are Arsenal still gonna win the league? Are you still sticking to that? Do you still feel?
Yeah, I saw minerals that may make you like a championship winning team. You saw your forward line was not shooting. They were not firing when I was in.
Fair enough.
I'm sticking with it.
All right, no stress. Now, guys, please let us know what you guys think of the game. Who do you think were the highlights? What do you think of the new signings? How did they play? And just let us know what you guys think in the comments. We love you guys letting us know everything that you want us to know. We appreciate it so much. But yeah, for more in VJ Head, no foul plays at 8.